Let's bring in James Pendle, political reporter for the Boston Globe. James, good afternoon. Thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Until somebody wins something, it's all just a bunch of chatter. Where does somebody win something? Can Cruz take Texas, does it look like?
It does look like that, and the pressure will be on for him to do that. I mean, you have three people now still in this race that have to win their home states against Donald Trump, or it's curtains. Obviously, Cruz has to win his home state of Texas. Rubio has to win his home state of Florida, and he's down, by the way, to Donald Trump doing that. And then, John Kasich has to win Ohio, where he's up slightly over Trump, or it's curtains for him also.
For 40 years, the establishment person or someone like the establishment person has won this. Now, in previous cycles, you would expect, okay, the establishment will step up and start applying pressure to some people to get out of the race. Is there no more establishment? If so, who is this establishment?
That's right. There is no more establishment. And further, the advantage that you have in the establishment, in theory, is money and political organization. And right now, we just saw in Nevada that, number one, Donald Trump really didn't have any organization in that state, and he crushed everyone. And second, I don't think anyone can compete, no matter how establishment you are, with Donald Trump's money.
Once you get to the 15th or so of next month, less than a month away, then you start getting all or nothings. And you get a lot of delegates. But there's a possibility that Donald Trump could keep winning and still not get enough delegates at the convention. If he doesn't have them, then what happens?
Right, that becomes the most fascinating part of politics. And there's the first sort of contested convention since 1976. Look, odds are that Donald Trump will continue to have his momentum. He may not actually clinch in terms of the delegate count until maybe the middle of April, but for all intents and purposes, he's the one that can compete. What's important for, Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz is they need to figure out somehow which one is going to be the one to go on the final with Ted Cruz. But as you saw, South Carolina said, I don't know, you're basically tied. The same thing basically happened last night in Nevada. And as long as the opposition to Donald Trump continues to be splintered, Donald Trump will continue to win.
Is the old guard, those who have sort of traditionally been in charge of big picture Republican politics, is that old guard beginning the process of discussing coalescing around Donald Trump? And if so, when will there be a sign that that's actually happening?
That's a great question. I think what you're finding is intellectually, this old guard understands that right now he is the presumptive nominee. Remember, in 2008, John McCain won 2 of the first 4 early states. In 2012, Mitt Romney won 2 of the first 4 early states. Donald Trump just won 3 of the first 4 early states. While they intellectually understand that he has all the momentum right now, I don't think they've quite grasped the idea that he will still be the nominee, and there are some doubters. I think when you begin to see when you begin to see this reality take hold is when you start to see the criticism really die down. And right now, people are in a kind of a wait-and-watch mode right now.
The criticism has died down. It's died down over the last couple of days. I just wonder when somebody maybe who used to run for president, somebody whose name we know, somebody who once ran for president, or somebody like that goes, Donald Trump, that's the day I'll believe that they want him.
Well, you know what? That happened this week when Bob Dole said, fine, I'm no longer with Bush. I'll be with Rubio, and if he can't really pull it off, I could see myself backing Donald Trump. When Bob Dole says that, something's happening right now.
Well, if Bob Dole is the beginning of a trend, it'll be a fascinating one indeed. Hey, good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.